Nah, I mean the hunger and like and the drive to just go do something is one thing, but to like figure out how to do it is a whole nother thing because I don't have anybody showing me. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily have like a mentor in business that was like, this is how you do it. Then you go and do this. So it's just like a lot of falling on my ass and then having to step up again and figure it out. Fucking up the bag, having to put it back in. So like, every time I get some money, I'm ordering more supplies. Because if I'm sitting on work, then I can make something new and flip it, you know, go out and try to figure out how to get that into the people's hands. So like, it's just all a learning process. I'm still learning. Like I'm scaling into like the merch land with like artists, and I'm still trying to figure out how I have to do that. Selling something, there is some kind of cookie cutter process to doing that. Once you put it together, how you get in stores, like if you're going online, how you trying to promote it, ways in which to promote it. Collaborations help because then you're into a whole different pool of people. You know what I mean? So there's some ways to like figure out what's been done before, so you can learn from that and create it. But honestly, like every time I ever got cash, I would go get something instantly. So I wouldn't fuck it up being like broke or something. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna spend that at the bar tonight. Cause that'll happen if I go out. One drink could be four. You know what I'm saying? So like putting the money back in as soon as you get it into buying any little thing that you might not think you need, but you just have, is always key. Cause then you're sitting on shit that you can keep building the business. You know what I'm saying? That's really like probably the most important thing. And then I'll run through the clocks, you know what I mean? Or I'll run through laminations or boxes. And then even then it's like I had old boxes like this. Like these are my old boxes. They had like little alligator embossed, but they're like apparel boxes. And I would ship them like this. And I'm like, people might complain and be like, yo, my shit is all crazy. What the fuck? And then I was like, all right, boom, I know I gotta level up. And then I started getting like the mailer boxes that these don't break in the mail, you know? So I had to keep looking back at the business and be like, what can I fix? What can I strengthen? Like even the clock face went from like a 3 mil to a 10 mil. How do you keep pushing it and making it better? And listening to the people that are your fans and your customers and like the people that support you, because they'll tell you what's wrong with it, because they're dealing with it from that side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't see it, they're being able to say like, yo, this, that, you know. So first clocks I made, I had just put them out normal, and somebody dropped water on Frederick Douglass' face, and I was like, oh, I gotta laminate these. Like I gotta protect the face of it. And it just evolves over time from learning like, oh,
so when
boom.
you started, you wasn't laminating those.
Nah, I had them cut out, glued on cardboard. Then I sold all those out. So it was just the idea that I was like, oh, I got a spark here.
Yeah.
There's something marvelous in that idea that worked. And then you just let it keep grow and just listen and pay attention to the people. Like if you really care about it and it's a passion of yours, it's not a job. You know what I mean? Because I'm not thinking about it like, oh, I gotta wake up and go do it. I do whatever I want, whenever I want. I've always had the idea like, on some fuck, I don't want to work that job. Like I'm not trying to clock in and clock out. I can figure out a way to do it, and if not, I'd rather have my time to sit and write like a 16 or go and hustle, come up a couple bands, and then float again, hit the rock bottom again, like, and do it over. And now I'm like this far from some M's, man. Like, you know, like in this year, I feel like I'm gonna really break that threshold and just crush the shit.